Come here the pioneer. I bring the light to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from defenders to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the real one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my...
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Now listen, before we get into this video, you know exactly what you need to do. Go ahead and drop a like if you haven't already done so, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are making a big push for 30K. By the end of this year, by the end of this year, hopefully not by the end of this year, by the end of this month. Right now we're getting close to 27K, so let's go ahead and get these subscriptions up. And please, like I say, always like the video up. Liking the video is so critical for the channel because it pushes the video to the recommended. So if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and click a like, or if you already know you're gonna enjoy this video, click a like right now and then continue on the video. All right, now let's get into it. We're going to talk about the top 3 center builds in the game. And of course, you know, this is pretty, I guess I can say, since we all know what the meta builds are, right? And obviously, you know, it's not that difficult to figure out what the best 3 center builds would be, ideally. But when it comes down to how to make them, that's where I think things can get a little different. And that's what I'm going to do. So for number 1, we're going to start off with the stretch 5, right? The stretch 5 is a build that I have. If you see me play, if you see me running all the time with La Monster, I am always running on my stretch 5, not my glass clean lockdown. And a lot of y'all might be like, well, shoot, glass clean lockdowns are dope. Yes, they are. But I do prefer the stretch 5 over my glass clean lockdown because I do have more shooting badges and I have a higher shooting 3. And if you're playing with somebody that's an ISO guard, you just want to make sure you can hit your 3s as consistently as possible. But the cool thing is that I am able to play some really solid defense. So let's just go right into it. All right, we're gonna go with the pure shooting pie chart, right? From the physical profile, you can go with the well balanced if you wanted to, but I wanted more strength and vert for my rebounds, so I went with strength and vert. Okay, and I think that's what you should do too. Then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna max out our driving dunk and just our standing dunk. All right, and the big thing is here is you want to make sure you get big man contact dunks, and obviously if you're under the basket, you dunk it. All right, you don't need to really worry about the close shot, driving layup, and post hook because that is not what your play style is going to be. Most of the time, if you're on a stretch, you're a cone, and then usually you're going to be doing driving and standing dunks if you head fake and go to the basket. But there's not a lot of finishing that you're going to do with this build, so that's why you don't put anything on there, right? Then what we're going to do here is max out our mid-range, our 3-point shot, and then our post fade, and then we're going to go 78 on our free throw because that gets you right at 30, okay? Then of course you want to max out your pass accuracy because that's very critical. You want to be able to pass with this build because obviously if you pass, having a low pass accuracy just does not really help out when going through passing lanes and that type of deal. So you want to make sure you have that. And then max out everything here, right? You max everything out here, and then you have 131 and 9. But the beautiful thing about it is that what makes this build so toxic is the fact that you can shoot, and then you do have 9 defensive badges, and I'm gonna show you where you can put them at to be very successful. But again, I truly enjoy this build when I'm playing with ISO players. And like I said, when I say rarely, I think there's probably like 2 people I've actually played cone for, and that's La Monster and Flo. Obviously those are my boys, and I'm not going to just stay in corner because, you know, I'm really big about getting rep. But for them, I'll do it because I know they're good at ISOing, and there's a very high probability of us winning. It just really sucks when you are playing with a build that is standing cone and you're seeing like your guard just trash it up and like, bro, we lost. Like, so, but yeah, so what you want to do here for body type, you can go built or burly, doesn't matter. I just like all my bigs to be big. You want to go to 6'10" with this build. All right, obviously, like I said, the 6'10" is the sweet spot. Now, I say somewhere between 6'9" to 6'11" is the sweet spot for all your bigs, for mobility purposes, right? So now you want to go 280. That gives you at 76 current defense. Then you want to max out your wingspan, all right? So now if you see here, you have an 88 strength when it's all said and done. You also have a 62 vert, and you will have a 66 speed, which is really good. But if you look at your shooting, you have a 90 mid-range, you have an 88 3-point shot, you have a whopping 82 pass accuracy, you have an 80 interior defense, that's good, an 81 block, and an 80 defensive rebound. So you hear a lot of 80s on the defensive side. A lot of people sleep on that, but this build is really solid once you get your badges. I'm telling you, you get all 9 of your badges, this build is really solid, okay? Now, here you have 3 different options. Obviously, what I always like to do is listen, if you play as a cone, then you want to go with the rim protector. And I know people are going to say like, well, why don't you go a sharp takeover? Well, because you're limited on defense. You just want to have this here. Your badge is going to help you out here. Playmaking, that is just something if you want to cheese with, but you want to go with the rim protector takeover, okay? All right, and there you have it, a stretch 5, okay? Let's go ahead and edit this build real quick. Let's talk about the badges. So I think it's gonna be really good for it, and then we'll go from there. So let's get him to 99 real quick. Oops, dang, I went backwards. Ha! Ha ha. All right, so let's test the build out real quick. I went to edit and said, let's test the build out real quick. All right, so let's get him to 99. All right, here we go. And then for the finishing badges, I just went with contact. It's really, it really doesn't matter. All right, so here what you want to do is quick draw Hall of Fame, range extender Hall of Fame. You want to go high zone hunter Hall of Fame, dead eye Hall of Fame, corner specialist silver, catch and shoot Hall of Fame, green machine Hall of Fame, and pick and popper. Right, so pick and popper is really slept on badge, but when you're playing with somebody or opportunities come where like, hey, they're fatigued, they have no energy, they need a screen, you set a screen for them, and then you can pop out and GG, because this is a really toxic badge. But it's just so crazy like how you get all these Hall of Fame badges on this build. And then corner specialists, you just need it on silver, you're good. Because most of the time, you're not going to be in the corner, you're going to be on the elbow. But just to have that badge, just to activate in the corner is good also, right? So that's what I would go with. But again, 30 badges, you can pick any and every lineup you want with that, all right? Here, bail out. That's all you really need. Get bail out on bronze to help pass out. And then, of course, on the defensive side, this is what I go with. Now, as a cone, remember, as a cone, what I say go with is you want to go with your rebound chaser on silver, rim protector bronze for the animation, chase down bronze for the animation, intimidator on gold for obvious reasons. You want to get interceptor on bronze for just being able to get the interceptions, and then of course box out on bronze. That's all you need, man. Trust me, this is what I run with and I cook up. I have no issues at all. Every once in a while, like I will take away box out and go rebound chaser here. So it's really your call, but again, it's what you prefer, okay? So there you have it. This is the stretch 5 build. Now let's head over to the second build, all right? All right, so check it out. So for number 2, like I said, no particular order. This is just the top 3. This is going to be the Paint Beast, okay? So the Paint Beast is, again, I have not made this version. I do have, originally when I played the game, I have a 7'1" Paint Beast, and obviously I don't use them a lot. Actually, I barely use them. I use them in rec, sometimes, but I just was like, dang, he's too freaking tall and slow. Like, that's the thing. So obviously, like we always say, the sweet spot is going to be 6'9" to 6'11" on your Paint Beast or your center builds. And this is no different. So let's hop right into it. The pie chart that we're going to use obviously is going to be the finishing, and it's going to be the defensive pie chart. So that's what we're going to go with. Now, you could also use the pure red. Now, you can do that also. It just really what your call is if you want to have 26 or if you want to have 30 defensive badges. And again, like when you make the Paint Beast, it really doesn't even matter about what pie chart you pick. You can make the setup the same exact way and have no issues. With this one, since it is a very athletic build, just go with balance so you can be able to have that a decent amount of speed when it's all said and done. And then when it comes to the actual attributes, you want to go 79 on your close shot, max out your driving dunk, and then go 92 on your standing dunk. And then you want to max all these, your shooting out, of course. You want to leave that be and then max everything else out. All right. I know there's people that actually do not do anything on their perimeter defense. They'll do stuff like this. They'll take away perimeter defense and they'll take away steal, and then they'll add it all up in here to get more finishing badges. And I'm just like, wow, okay, I guess you just plan on scoring 18 a game. I don't know why you're trying to put so much in your finishing as if you're going to be scoring a lot of buckets, because you're not, right? The whole objective of a Paint Beast is to set screens and play extremely great defense and get rebounds. So you want to have your perimeter defense and you want to have that steal. So please, my nephews and nieces, do not sleep on that. When you see other people taking away like trying to stack up all this stuff up here, just really think about all the paint pieces when you play. You're setting screens for your guard, you roll to the basket, you get a driving dunk or a standing dunk, right? That just is what it is. I could have took this all the way off also if I wanted to, but I just wanted to make sure I had 11 badges so I can get the badges that I needed to start off with. But if I could, I would have took close shot off too, because you don't even need close shot, to be honest with you, right? So with this paint beast, again, now there is a different version of a paint beast that actually plays offense, right? But let's be honest, a lot of people aren't, I want to say a lot of people, just most of the community, they're not post scorers this year. There's not a lot of post scorers, right? So this build is meant to be, again, play defense, set screens, and just get alley-oops and contact dunks, driving to the basket, okay? But this is critical. Again, every single build needs to at least be able to shoot. So that's what we're doing, all right? You want to go build as usual. You want to go 6'10". You want to go 276. That gets you right at 91 strength, right? And of course, you want to max your wingspan out, all right? So look at this. You have a 79 speed. You have a 74 vert. You have 99 strength, of course, but look at your defense, man. You have 90 offense and defensive rebound. You have a 95 block. You have a 76 steal. You have a 75 perimeter defense, and then you'll have a 95 interior defense, a 66 mid-range, a 52 three-point shot. You're having 88 driving dunks, so you get all the contact dunks, and of course you'll have a 95 standing dunk. And then for just, I guess, a cherry on top, you'll have an 82 close shot. Now, you might ask, why did I do anything with my pass accuracy? Because most of the time when you're in the pick and roll, your point guard's gonna be right there beside you, right? So if he sets the screen and he can't get open, he'll pass to you real quick, and then he might try to, like, you know, dex left and right behind you, and you hand it right back off to him. So it's different from the stretch five, when the stretch five can literally be on the other side of the paint. Or the 3-point line. It can be on the left elbow, right? Because your guy's isoing on the right elbow of the 3-point line. And then of course that's a long pass. So that's the reason why. So like, again, hopefully this is some next level thinking and you understand why the pass accuracy is not important with the paint beast, because you're doing a lot of pick and roll. You're very close to each other, and a lot of passes are going to be within like 4 or 5 feet of each other. Okay. So here with your badge, this one here, I say go glass cleaner. When it comes pound for pound, which one's the better badge to have? Actually, glass cleaner gives you more, because I just like the fact that it gives you 10 on your vert. So it gives you more on your vert. You jump a little bit higher. So I will go with glass clean takeover, but again, you can go either or, okay? And there you have it. This is a paint beast. So let's go ahead and test the build out real quick. Let's give him the 99. Let's get the guy to 99. Come on, there we go. All right, so we go to 99. And then what you want to get here is get contact finisher. That's important. You want to get your putback balls on bronze just to get the animation for actual dunking the ball. So if you want to understand why you don't dunk the ball when you jump and it always lays it up, I found out maybe like a couple weeks ago that you just got to get bronze putback and you get a dunk. So when the first time I actually dunked the ball for the first time this whole year on a putback, I said, yo, that's the reason why you got to at least get bronze putback. Okay. So you want to do that. Then you want to get your consistent finisher, which is huge because it's just right under the paint. And then you want to get your lob city finisher for the lobs. Okay, so this is what the setup will be. You don't need all the other badges. All the other badges are just like nice to haves or that type of deal. But let's just be honest, if you stay within the confines of what your build is supposed to do, or you play the way I play, this is all you really need. Set the screens, roll to the basket for the lob, or if you're under the basket, head fake, get a contact dunk, or just get a layup, and consistent finishers to help you out. Okay. For the shooting, of course, all you need to do is go quick draw right here, right? Get your catch and shoot, oops, and then your range extender, okay? So that's all you need, right? Or like I said, there is another way you can do it, and this is the way that, I do it sometimes. Take away your quick draw and go here, hot zone hunter, and then you should be Gucci like that too, okay? Or take away your range extender, go like this if you want to have it on silver, and that should be good too. So you do have a little lineup to go with. I mess around with it a lot. As you know, I'm not a Hall of Fame quick draw guy. I'm a silver and I'm a gold quick draw guy, depending on the height. So it just really depends on how I'm feeling that day and how I'm feeling on my shot and my latency and that type of deal. But this is kind of how I'll mess around with. But the build can stroke every single shot in the mid range, okay? And then if you want to be, and then like I said, you could actually go corner with it too, if you wanted to. And I have played cone before in this build, and it was funny. I mean, obviously you're not gonna be hitting at the highest rate, but I will say go corner specialist after that, all right? But for the most part, you're probably gonna be somewhere within like, you know, the 15 mid range in shooting, okay? Here, of course, you want to go bell out. You got to always have bell out on these builds. You never know. And then here, you want to go clamps Hall of Fame. You want to go bronze. You got to get your brick wall. Bronze here. Hall of Fame intimidator here. Hall of Fame reach rebound chaser. You want to go bronze here. Silver on pogo stick. 2K Lab said that's all you need, right? You want to go gold worm. I feel like that's the best way with worm. And then you want to go silver box out. Now, you could go, like I said, you have 26, so you can go any way you want, but this is my go-to. This is why I run. What makes this paint D so dope is that you get Hall of Fame clamps, and you actually have good perimeter defense. So this is the best, one of the best builds to help in the pick and roll defense. Pick and roll is so toxic. If you see all these wagers, man, oh man, oh man, critical it is to be able to have a center that can guard and help the hedge, that type of deal. So it's really dope to have a build that's quick enough and fast enough that can be able to play defense, right? So this is what I would go with, right? So now let's head to the last and final build, right? All right, my nephews and nieces, and the last and final build is going to be the glass cleaning lockdown. Of course, you know that was going to be coming up, man. The glass cleaning lockdown, again, I have a variation of this build too, and again, I hate it, right? Because I made it in the beginning of the game, and it's just not really good. So I'm gonna have to do this one over again too. And if you don't know, if you're keeping track, I have literally, I have like 34 builds. So you already know it's crazy. I have literally on so many junk drives with so many builds on them. I have them labeled, right? So I know what junk drive I got to pull in and load up to get the build I'm trying to use, right? But I really like the glass clean lockdown build because it's like kind of it's kind of the in between the paint beast and the stretch 5, right? So it has better defense than the stretch 5, and it shoots better than the paint beast. So it's kind of that one right there in the middle, kind of the sweet spot. And I think that's kind of why I like it as my favorite. But I just haven't made it yet, because to be honest with you, I don't feel like grinding all this over again. But of course, you want to go with this pie chart here. You want to go with this pie chart here, because obviously this is what you want to go as far as well balanced. Now you could go, like I said, where's it at for strength and vert, because again, that's important. Vert's important for rebounds. So you could do that if you want to, but I just went with the balance, you know, but it's your call. It's not gonna be that much of a difference. Here you want to go 76 on your close shot, max out your driving layup, your driving dunk, and 85 here. Now you're probably asking, well, why did you do all this? Well, because I needed 4 finishing. So the driving layup would, I don't need that, but I wanted the 4 finishing badges because that's important. So I had to get it. All right. You want to get your free throws to 76 because that's going to get you right at 17. Then of course, you want to max out your interior defense, your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, blocks, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, and then leave that 5 for your steals. All right. So the steals got the short end of the stick, but you got to have your perimeter defense. Again, you do want to be viable when it comes to the pick and roll defense. So that's why I did that. Of course, again, you want to go 6'10". There's no need to be taller than that. Like I said, man, if you want to go taller than that, by all means, go ahead, but you're just going to kill your lateral quickness, right? You want to go 280 to get 87 interior defense, but you can see right there, my lateral quickness dropped down by 2, but that's okay. But just look at if you were going to be 7 feet, 54 lateral quickness, right? Then go ahead and max out your weight. 52 lateral quickness. It doesn't make any sense. You're losing 10, right? Lateral quickness is critical in this game, right? Look, and then my perimeter defense is going to be a 69. That's dope. So you want to go here. You have 91 strength. Of course, you want to max out your wingspan. So what you're looking at is 74, 70. You have a 90 block, which will be to a 94. You have a 90 defensive rebound, a 83 offensive rebound. You have a 74-3, a 78 mid-range. You have big man contact dunks. You have good standing dunk and driving layup. You will have a whopping 76 speed. You have a 67 vert. You have a 97 strength. So that's really dope. And then again, here is really based upon preference, but I will go with glass cleaning just because glass cleaning gives you plus 10. It actually gives you more plus 10s on your build than rim protector, but rim protector is good too, right? So then let's go ahead and test this build out real quick. All right. Here we go. It's getting 99. All right, so then what you want to do here is you want to get your contact finisher on gold and you put back on bronze. So now you see why I needed that, right? I had to make sure I got my bronze put back, man, so you can get those dunks, man. And if you like me, or that's most people, who doesn't like dunks, right? So go ahead and get that bronze put back to activate the animation for an actual dunk. Here, what you want to do is you want to go your quick draw and go Hall of Fame, doesn't matter. You want to get your range extender. You want to get your hot zone hunter. You want to get your catch and shoot, corner specialist, and then your dead eye. Right now, you could go Hall of Fame with any of the badges you want to. It's really your call. Now you can take your corner specialist off, and if you feel like you want to go, you know, here or here, go by all means do that. But this is what I do. Like I said, I just know that Hall of Fame badges are great, but you can do really well here too, and that's just what I go with. All right. But again, like I said, it's your build. Make it the way you want. Bail out on bronze as usual. That is whole P slept on badge. And then this right here is not going to be any different than the other one. So you want to go chase down on bronze. Oops. Clamps Hall of Fame. Interceptor, Intimidator Hall of Fame. Rebound here. We're going to go Pogo Stick here. And then, of course, now you're limited to your last two. So then I do not do the box. I actually go with worm, right? Because I just want to try to break those as much as I can, right? And again, you do have 22 to work with. So again, if it's really your preference or what you want to do, by all means go, oops, wait, oh, whoa, Demi, you are trippy. All right, there you go. So this is what I would go with. All right. And again, worms for the animation. All right. So this is what I would go with for my build. But again, it's your build. You can do it any way you want. So those are my top three. All right. If you agree with it, drop a like. If you disagree with it, put in the comment section what you would have done differently. I'm always open for communication and figuring out what I could have done. And if you don't know, there's sometimes I do respond back. I'm like, yo, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that. So I'm always open to, you know, seeing other ideas and what y'all think thought process is. Right. But other than that, it's your man, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon, another banger. You know, when I say I'll be back soon, another banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm out.
Yeah. Rare form, yeah.